All right, Brian, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
A smartphone nowadays is a portable computer allowing its owner to solve multiple tasks anywhere at any time. Along with this, a cell phone also provides numerous entertainment options, which are especially valued by the younger generation, high school students in particular. We have a cell phone for a teenager is already seen as a must. In some situations, teenagers should be required to be abstained from using their gadgets for certain periods of time. And one place they should be banned is in the school. Three exists numerous reasons why high school students should not be allowed to use their cell phones, tablets at school. One of them is a severe cell phone addiction that teenagers can develop if they overuse their devices. According to a study by Gaby Bart, who is professor especially in children education, in such cases, teenagers tend to experience increased fatigue with more careless lifestyles, difficulty in falling asleep, and disrupted sleep. They may also have headaches, and what is curious, experience phantom ringing sounds when the person thinks that their phone is ringing, but when it's actually not. This is what distracts teenagers during study and keeps them awake at night when they should be sleeping. The reason why I do not approve students using their device in school is based on several other reasons, such as disrupting the educational process and students cheating, distracting students by the possibility to access the internet, social media, or communicate with friends. In addition, cell phones contribute to the spreading of the social phenomenon known as cyberbullying. Along with the health problems caused by the excessive use of cell phones, parents should be also concerned about how their children use it. Cell phone provides limitless opportunities for what is called cyberbullying. For example, camera phones can be secretly used almost anywhere, including private areas such as restrooms and locker rooms, where bullies can take embarrassing photos of their victims. Then, using their cell phones, bullies can spread these photos around the school in no time, upload them to YouTube or Snapchat, or publicly humiliate their victims in some other way. This is not to mention sexual harassment, digital revenge for broken relationships, hacking and stalking, and so on. It is impossible to control a student outside of school, but it is really easy to do this inside the school. Time News stated a British research of cell phone policies for Birmingham, London, Leicester, and Manchester schools. The research shows their effects on students' performance has been discovered that a school which banned cell phones showed an increase in test scores by 6.4% for 16 years old students. These results seem to be significant for the United States as well, since almost 33% of students in the United States uses their cell phones. These data were observed among students with the lowest achievements, and among average students, these results were doubled. This showing that banning cell phones has a great impact on students' performance, and in terms of increasing the quality of education, such measures would be beneficial. Another simple reason for prohibiting cell phones in classes is an increased temptation for students to communicate with friends instead of focus on studying material. Kurt, a professional writer in education, says in the interview, the level of technology allows smartphone owners to regularly check their social network profiles and browse the internet content. Texting itself, while being an extremely popular way of mobile communication among youth, becomes even more tempting when a student is listening to a lecture but has their mind wandering in other places. As it can be seen, cell phones, if used improperly, can negatively affect a teenager's life in a number of ways, which I believe is unacceptable at such an age. I believe cell phones today pose a great distraction for students, especially higher-end smartphones that provide numerous opportunities for entertainment and violating school rules. which should be banned in schools.
All right, thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, Brian, we're going to go ahead and ask you some questions related to your research. So you may go ahead and control the questioning. So you call on whoever you'd like to hear from.
Can cell phones be used positively during school?
There is a possibility, but I think it's not that big comparing to the disadvantages.
Do you think that banning smartphones in school would stop cyberbullying?
In the cyber part, I think yes, it's a huge part, like banning your phones. Yes.
What about like the not smartphones, like the really simple ones that like don't take pictures? Do you think those would be okay to use in school, or would it still be a disadvantage?
I think that kind of phone is okay in school because I don't think it provides enough distraction for students to use in class.
Do you think that we have a good policy at school where we can use it like at meeting times and that much?
I think students in St. Paul High School can control their behavior on using their cell phones pretty well. So yes, I think our school's policy is in the right way.
I know this was sort of asked, but what are the pros of using phones at school, or are there any?
You can use it for doing your paper, checking grades online.
Anyone else? We're good? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have your hand up? I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're fine.
Do you think you could maybe explain like how it causes the sleep loss and everything?
Like when they're during their sleep time, like I said in the speech, they usually hear the ringing sound, which there is non-existent.
The phantom ring is what you refer to it as, yes. Okay. Anything else? Then let's give Brian a round of applause. Thank you very much, Brian.